Great to see you again, CA Hoops fans. I'm Bobby Broyles along with Rob Washburn as we preview the Elon Phoenix for this episode of CA Hoops Weekly, powered by Under Armour. A 500 season for Matt Matheny's team last year, finishing 16-16 overall. A lot of youth and promise on this squad coming into this season, but they do have to replace last year's leading scorer, Tanner Sampson.
Yeah, Elon continues to make strides toward building a program that can compete for a CA title. Now, as you mentioned, last year they posted a 16-16 record with a very young team in which freshmen accounted for 36% of the team's scoring. Now, there's a void to fill with the loss of leading scorer Tanner Sampson, but the Phoenix have 4 starters and several top reserves returning, and the experience those young players gained last season should pay dividends this year. Now, Elon was one of the top three-point shooting teams in the country last season, and scoring the ball will not be a problem for them. The key will be improving on the defensive end of the floor and having the ability to get a stop on key possessions late in games.
Caught up with Coach Matheny at Media Day to talk about the expectations of his young team entering this season.
We are further along now than we typically are at this time in October, and that's a direct result of having young guys last year, but experienced players who had some highs and had some lows, but really worked hard in the off-season and have come back better players. So in many ways we have better players than we had last year, even though they're the same people. There's a lot of hope for every team here, I'm sure, for this season. We try to live day to day, and if we can be better today than we were yesterday, and we can do that consistently, then that's the most important thing to us.
Leading this young Phoenix team will be their floor general and senior point guard, Luke Eddy.
Yeah, Luke Eddy started all 32 games at the point for Elon last season and provides a steady presence and leadership on the floor. He ranked 3rd in the CAA in assists, but can also get to the rim and provides double-digit scoring. Now, the Phoenix are one of the league's most balanced teams offensively, and they have a number of players who can lead them in scoring on any given night. Senior Christian Harrison and junior Dimitri Thompson have great athleticism and provide rebounding as well as points. Forward Tyler Sebring made the CAA All-Rookie team last year and is a very tough matchup as a 6'8" power forward who knocked down 59 three-pointers. And then guards Danon Swoop and Steven Santa Ana combined to average 18 points per game as freshmen and together made over 100 threes. This is a team with a lot of weapons that could surprise some people this season.
Here's Coach Matheny talking about his senior point guard, Luke Eddy.
We rely heavily on senior leadership. We make a point of our players that leave the program to turn around and hand the torch to the guys that are right behind them. And this year we have 4 seniors, Luke Eddy being the one that's probably been through the most battles, Christian Harrison, who's been through a lot of battles with Luke. And then we have 2 walk-ons that have been tremendous for us, Patrick Ryan and Ryder Boleen, that all have seen the highs and lows. They've all seen our years in the Southern Conference and then our move to the CAA, and they understand where we are as a program and where we're trying to go. We are going to be reliant on a lot of young players playing valuable minutes. So as we rely on that, we look to our veterans to shine that torch brightly so we know which direction to go.
Elon will open their 2016-17 campaign at home versus William Peace on Friday, November the 11th.
At Media Day, we got to catch up with Elon's Christian Harrison to talk about his game day experience. You can check it out now on casports.com and on our social media platforms.
Last year's regular season champions will be on the docket tomorrow as Rob and I return to break down the Hofstra Pride. Have a great day.